Welcome to chair yoga. What happens when we practice yoga? We start to become more aware of our breath, maybe evening out the breath so that we breathe deeper and more even with more awareness. Also, our bodies. We get to know our bodies and we get to move more mindfully, avoiding injury, building strength. So join me for this chair yoga practice of extraordinary benefits. So we'll begin our practice with a little bit of breathing practice, sitting a little bit forward in your chair so that you can tilt your pelvic forward ever so slightly and align your shoulders over your hips. Rest your hands and sit comfortably with the feet on the floor. And breathe. Just draw the breath in, exhale it out through the nose. And notice your breath. Notice the movement of the ribs and the belly as you breathe. And notice how your body sort of softens as you exhale. Just this alone has its benefits. It strengthens the diaphragm. It fills the body with oxygen. It calms the nervous system. So many benefits, and all we're doing is what we do all day long. We're breathing. But more importantly, we're breathing with awareness. Let's take another couple of breaths with that awareness right here, right now. And keep that even breath in through the nose and out through the nose throughout your practice today. Let's inhale, lift the arms up overhead. And then once again, just lift through the heart area and make the spine long. And then wiggle your fingers and see how that feels. And as you wiggle your fingers, you can lower them down at your side. Let's roll the shoulders forward. A little movement in the upper back here. And then roll them back and down. So the benefits here are mobility, moving with our bodies. Let's take the hands up. Bring one hand down to the side of your chair and let's lean to that side, open up through the side ribs, and we'll find a little more mobility in our shoulders. We circle this top arm down across our knees over to the other side. As big a circle as is comfortable for you to make here. Bringing circulation into your shoulder, building your range of motion. And then hold here and open up in that side one more time. And if you want to work on strength here, draw your belly in, lift the other hand to meet the top hand, bring them both up, and then down right through the core of the body. And release. We'll do that on the other side, so we hold on to the chair. We take the arm up, and we'll start by lifting up and out of the ribs here so that we open up now on this side of the body. And then we'll circle it down across the knees and up and over again. And then bring it up and hold, holding the belly in for stability. Sit bones in the chair, the other arm can come up. We lift up over our heads, press our palms together, and bring it down in front of our hearts. Now you want to sit in about the middle of your chair and take the feet apart a little bit. Bring the arms up into goalpost. So we bend at the elbows, draw the elbows back a little bit. Draw the belly in again to hold you here. We'll lift one knee and then we'll lift the other. Just notice how that feels. And then we'll take a little twist. So we turn one elbow to opposite knee. They can touch or not, depending on your range of motion, especially in the hips here now. Keep the feet on the earth and bring just the hands forward and back and forward and back. And see if you can hold the arms here for strength. Spread those fingers. Lift one foot, kick it long. Straightening the leg, flexing the foot. Bend it and bring it down. Let's do that 2 more times on the same leg. Try not to lean too much forward. And then the other leg. Working now the lower body, but we're still engaged in the upper body here, holding these arms here. And then we'll bring them down and roll the shoulders again to release all that tension. And let's roll them back and down. And then we'll plant our hands and we'll heel toe the feet apart. So now our thighs are resting on the corners of your chair. And then we lean a little forward, round, and roll up. And drop those shoulders mindfully, drop them down so they're right behind your heart. We'll do it again. And tucking your chin on the exhale. So here we go. Exhale. Inhale. Keep inhaling as you roll the shoulders down your back. Exhale. Inhale. And roll the shoulders down your back. Drop one shoulder into the space in front of you and then the other. So we're moving through the spine and all the muscles in the back that support your spine here. And again, giving you more mobility with these mindful movements and strengthening the muscles around your joints. And then come all the way up, heel toe those feet back to center. Step to one side and the outside leg, the knee drops towards the earth here. So you can be on the ball of the foot or the top of the foot back there. I like to be on the ball of the foot. And sitting tall, we're looking off to the side of the chair now. Take the outside arm, reach it forward and back. And as it comes back, look over your shoulder. Finding now some movement in the ribs, especially the side muscles here. Now the next time you reach forward, lift the hand, lift the gaze, and take this outside leg back a little bit more. It may not be perfectly straight, and that's okay. We're just lengthening more distance between the foot and the hand on the outside of the chair here. Take another breath. And then bring the arm in, bring the knee in, take this outside arm up, and once again, lean towards the back of your chair. Bring that hand down to hold the chair, and bring the other hand around up to the other side of the chair. And then sit a little taller and turn. See if you can get your shoulders parallel to the back of your chair. Now, depending on your chair, this might be a little challenging. So find what works for you, even if you have to have the hands on the side of your leg and you're twisting so that the shoulders are parallel to the leg. And that works too. And then we'll exhale and we'll release all of that and come back around. And once again, just drop your shoulders forward. And then we'll bring the feet in and we'll go to the other side. So we step out and I'm about 2 inches from the edge of the chair. Take this foot. You can just leave it here for now. We're going to take this arm forward. And then as it comes back, we're twisting. We're looking over our shoulder. So here, working on the ribs and the torso. Support yourself on the other leg. And the next time it comes forward, we're going to lift it a little bit. We'll lift our gaze and send the outside leg back. So now there's length, more distance between the back foot and the top arm here. Breathe in, draw the belly in for support. And then we'll bring that down, bring the hand over your ear and bring that knee in a little. Lean towards the back of your chair. And here we go. We're going to twist. So we bring the hand down. Now, if you can hold on to the chair, great. Or just push into the side of your leg and turn your shoulders as much as you can. Draw the belly in. Sit a little taller, making room for your deep twist here. So holding on to the chair or holding on to the thigh. Keep breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. On your next exhale, let's start to unwind and come all the way around to the front. Heel toe the feet in and sit a little taller here. Arms come up, and then we wiggle those fingers and lower them down. Let's hold one leg up. We'll hold behind the thigh now and circle the ankle, making the letter O with your big toe and circle in the other direction. And then releasing that down, let's do it on the other side. Just kind of giving a little love to our ankles here. And reverse it. And down. I'm going to do the next part of our practice standing with the support of the chair. So taking my chair off to the side now. I like to stand sideways to the chair within reach of my chair. And again, coming to mountain, my feet are a little bit apart and I feel weight in the ball of the foot and in the heel of the foot. And then tighten your quads and you'll lift your arches a little bit. Keep that engagement. Keep lifting, lift through the core of the body here. Arms come up. And we'll reach out of one side and reach out of the other. And then float the arms back down at your side. Set the feet apart a little bit more. Whatever's comfortable for you. Soften your knees and swing your arms. Now, if you're holding on to the chair, you're going to remember to turn around and do both sides. Here, I can do both arms at the same time. So hopefully you can do that too. In time, right? Yeah, it's all good and we work towards things. And the funny thing is we never arrive because there's always something else to work towards, right? So we'll sink down into a squat, push our booty back, and then rise up. Just this little bit of a squat here. Support yourself here or again on the chair. One more like that. And then we'll stay here and we'll bring the arms up into our chair pose. Keeping the knees right behind the toes, feeling well supported. And again, you could be here. And then using the core muscles, draw in, the perineum lifts, the belly comes in, we rise up, using the core to bring us up. Facing the chair now, we'll walk it back into our down dog. And our down dog can be as far back as you are comfortable, feet a little bit wider. I always like to say about as wide as my chair. And the knees can be soft. And we'll lift one heel and then the other, finding some movement in our hips here. And then both feet down. Look towards your chair. Take one arm out to the side. Let's thread the needle. Again, turning in your ribs. Finding that movement that not only stretches out the muscles and makes them flexible, but also makes them strong. And then bring that hand back to the chair. Let's try the other side. Exhale as it crosses the body. One more. And then we'll release that back to the chair, bend the knees, walk it in slightly so that you're standing relatively close to your chair. And take one leg back, turn the knee out, and then we'll bend into the front knee so that, again, the knee stays behind the toes and we lift the heart. We bring the shoulders back over the hips. So still holding on or just a light touch to the chair. We can bring one arm up or the other arm up into our warrior one here. Now, if you're here with me, push the feet downward, lift the core muscles up, and then see if you can feel the feet pushing in opposite directions. So my back foot is pushing back and my front foot is pushing forward, just enough to make that contact with earth a little deeper, a little more contact, a little more effort here. And we'll get so much more benefit from the lift and strengthening of our legs. And then we'll bring the hands down, step the back foot forward, and just pause for 2 breaths in our mountain pose. And we'll do that on the other side. Step the other foot back, turn the toes out. Front knee bends, but it stays behind the toes. And again, hands could be here for a moment as we start to work into the feet. Push the feet down and then push the front foot forward and the back foot back so your legs tighten. And then when you're ready, you lift your arms into warrior one. Shoulders down, gaze upward a little bit. One more breath here, in through the nose, out through the nose. And then we release the hands down, step it forward, mountain pose. And then you can turn sideways with me if you'd like. And we're going to separate the feet a lot. And we're going to bend forward and supporting ourselves on our thighs here. Round the shoulders forward and pull them back. So I'll show you sideways. Forward and back. And then heel toe the feet back under your hips here. And we'll take a crescent stretch. So this time we're going to hold on to our wrist. Lift up the ribs. I'm not really pulling, I'm guiding this arm over towards the chair here. So we get a deeper stretch now. We can get a deeper stretch when we're standing because again, the feet are pressing downward, making contact with earth, and we lift up away from the hips, and that actually stretches the side of the hips. And then come back to center and release that effort. And we'll do it on the other side. So we take hold of the other wrist gently and guide it over to the other side of our bodies. Pressing that side foot down now and lifting the ribs. And then we'll come back to center and releasing our arms down. So coming into a sequence here, which I call eagle spreading its wings. You can do it in the chair. I'm going to do it standing. So you feel free to come back into the chair. So we'll take the hands right in front of our heart and we'll push them forward. Soften our knees. Turn the palms out. Sweep the arms back nice and long. When they get behind you as far as you can, let them rest on your lower back as you fold. Maybe 20 degrees, doesn't have to be a lot. Pull the belly in for support. Feel the feet on the earth. And then take the hands out, turn the palms forward. And as the hands rise, the legs straighten. And we once again bring the hands in front of the heart. So I'm going to do that a couple more times. Join me. One more time. Forward, outward. Resting on the back, we fold, bending the knees, and then bring out your wings, rise up, and bring the hands to the heart. How did you do? If you could do that standing, you've got good balance, you've got strength in your legs, all the benefits of our practice coming to work together in that movement. So now we're going to take the legs nice and wide and turn one foot towards the chair and bend into that knee. This is our warrior two position for our feet. Again, with the hand near the chair can be by the chair, and this knee in front, right over the ankle for strength. Anchor the feet into earth, extend the back arm back. If you feel nice and steady here, extend the front arm forward. Pull up through the core. Lower the back hand, lift this front hand and look up. Exhale, bring it back down to the chair and take this other arm up and over into our side angle. We'll do it again. So come into your warrior two. It could be here, could be here. And we're going to lower the back hand. And if you're here, you're going to stay and you're just going to look up. I'm going to raise that arm up to get a deeper stretch. And then this time, instead of bringing this hand to the chair, I'm going to bring it to my thigh for side angle. And then back to warrior two. Reach those fingertips in opposite directions. Lower the back hand onto the thigh gently and lift the front hand. And then bring it down. And again, go deeper. You can place your forearm on that thigh as you bring the outside arm up and over. And back to warrior two. Release the hand to the chair, turn towards your chair and step it in. Take a nice breath here. Exhale and release. So you're going to step back now with the other foot and come into your warrior two here. And again, knee over ankle, facing the toes. You can be on the chair or not. Both hands are reaching away from the body here. A little bit of effort in the shoulders will start to build your strength in your shoulders. And they'll lower the back hand and we'll lift that front hand and lift our gaze. And then for the first one, let's bring our hand to the chair and take this back arm up and over to the front. And back to warrior two here. Next one, we're going to lower the back hand, lift the front. This time I'm bringing the hand to the thigh and the opposite hand up and over the ear. Back to warrior two. Keep breathing. Make sure you check in. Make sure the breath is deep, even, and smooth. So you might inhale here. Exhale as you move into side angle, maybe a little deeper with the forearm on the thigh. Back to warrior two and hold. Exhale, release, and step towards your chair into mountain. Rolling the shoulders down your back. I'm going to come back into the chair for a little more stretch in the hips. Please join me. Bringing the chair back into our practice. Sitting in the chair this time. We're going to sit about the middle of the chair again, and we're going to take one foot. You can cross it over and separate the knees, or you could bring that ankle to the top of the opposite thigh. Still sitting tall, let the knee roll out as much as it will to the side, and then you could stay tall, or you could lean into it, getting a little bit more stretch, and you'll feel that on this top leg. You'll feel it right in the outer part of your hip here in our figure four position. Sometimes people refer to this as pigeon in the chair. There's really no compression in the front of the hip here. It's mostly that stretch in the inner thigh, outer hip. But of course, you might feel it differently. It's possible. One more breath here. And then we'll rise up using our core muscles and release that foot down. Lift the heels, lift the toes. We got the other side to do. So again, we want to take one foot in front of the other and open the knees for a little stretch, or bring it to the thigh. Balancing here, sit tall, lifting those ribs, really being aware of where your upper body is for this, right? And then you'll feel it right here. I do. And maybe lean into it, opening the palms. It's all good. You can keep your gaze out in front of you here. And just notice your breath. Now, if you're holding your breath, perhaps you want to back off on this a little, sit up a little, or put the foot back down to the floor. And then bring the body up and release the foot down, lift the heels, lift the toes. Continuing to stretch through the legs, let's send one leg out. Hover the hand over it or bring it down to rest on it. Support yourself on the other thigh. Pull the toes back, feel the stretch in the back of the leg. And then on your next exhale, soften and roll up, and we'll do it on the other side. So again, extend the legs, support yourself on the opposite leg. Hover the hand, place it on the thigh, place it on the shin, place it on your toes. And then look out a little bit. On your next exhale, soften and roll up and bring that foot back and under. Sit back a little bit more on your chair and rock side to side. We'll take the upper body into a circle. Just kind of releasing the back muscles here and circle in the other direction. And then sitting back even more, but still not leaning back, still with a little tilt of the pelvic muscles. Shoulders down your back. Hands rest on your thigh, and we'll close our eyes for a moment. Now scan your body here. In your mind's eye, how do the feet feel? The knees, the hips. Can you soften them even more here, sitting, letting the tension go? And then let's look at our arms and our upper body here, our shoulders, our neck. How do they feel? Breathing some prana in. On the exhale, see if you can soften the shoulders down, release the arms. Let the hands be heavy on your thigh. And then open your eyes. And bring the hands in front of your heart and bow to your body for its fabulous work today. You worked with ease, you did what you could, and you gained a lot of benefit in mobility, flexibility, and stability. Have a great day.